والحمد لله الذي بيده ملكوت كل شيء يحيي ويميت ولا يرجعون. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. صلاة الله وسلامه على رسوله الرحمة وعلى آله وأصحابه وسلم تسليما كثيرا. عباد الله، إن الله تبارك وتعالى يقول: يوم يجمعكم ليوم الجمع ذلك يوم التلاقى ومن يؤمن بالله ويعمل صالحا يكفر عنه سيئاته ويدخله جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا ذلك الفوز العظيم. يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله وقولوا قولا سديدا يصلح لكم أعمالكم ويغفر لكم ذنوبكم ومن يطع الله ورسوله فقد فاز فوزا عظيما. Thank Allah. We are grateful to the one who has revealed the Quran as an explanation and as a guide for everything He has created. And we thank Him for revealing the Quran as an admonition for those who believe. We thank Him, the one whose hand is Allah, the one who can take our life at any point in time and nobody will ask us. Perhaps most of us will have the opportunity of worshiping Him and become among those that will accept to be guided of God. Because to Him is all our result. Testify that there is not an deity worthy of worship besides Allah, the one who made Him. We also testify that our Lord Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is His messenger and servant. Peace and blessing of Allah be upon Him, those who follow Him, members of the household until the day of the Qiyamah. Salam of Allah. Allah prays us in the Holy Quran that Yawm al-Jum'ah, the day in which all of you will be assembled, and that day, Allah says, it is the day of deprivation. It is the day that nothing can harm you. It is the day that all your scheming, all what you think you have, Allah says, can never, will never be enough or cannot be useful for you whatsoever. And also, Allah says, whoever believes in Allah and does righteousness, He will remove from him his misdeeds and admit him into that which river flows, wherein they will abide forever. That is the greatest attainment. For you who believe, fear Allah, and always use the right hand and the right side. If you do this, Allah will cleanse you of your bad work. He forgives you of your sin, and will forever follow Allah His messengers, as indeed the given, the greatest of all the Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. We thank Allah and are sincerely grateful to Him. We thank Him for His mercy. We thank Him for His blessing. We thank Him for the opportunity of life that He has given to us today. Try to become a title of life is turning pain into success. Why did I choose this topic today? We all know that the life which we live in this country today, no matter how rich you are, no matter how powerful you are, we are living the life of somebody that is in pain. If you think you have everything at your disposal, there are people around you that will be disturbing you. Even if you have what to give all of them, the frequency at which they will be disturbing you deprives you of the time that you are supposed to do to some other thing. So it means everybody is involved. Everybody is concerned. No matter what you think that you have, and no matter what you think that you have lost, we are all living in pain. Even the leaders will not sleep. The leg, the noise of the leg will not allow the leaders to sleep, and none of us is sleeping. Then we should ask ourselves, are we going to continue this way? What are we going to do as Muslims? But we need to understand the pain in the first instance. We should understand what is the concept of pain. How do you understand what is meant by pain, perhaps? We'll be able to understand what precisely I'm talking about. There are two types of pain. There is physical pain and there is emotional pain. The physical pain, to me, an emotional feelings of distress that can be caused either by injury, illness, or intense stimuli. It means probably you have headache, you have necking, you have stomach pain, and something is disturbing you. All those things, they are pains that you can actually see and you can feel them. But there is the second pain, which I refer to as the emotional pain. And the emotional pain can be caused with our personal experiences, mental health, or external influences, or what we could not achieve, or what we could not get in life. These are the type of pain in which you will not say precisely where it is paining you, but you will sleep, you will not be able to sleep. You want to walk, your leg will be shaking, and you know that you are just angry. You know that you are hungry. You know that you are not happy. And most of the time, you will be asking yourself, why am I here? But many of us today are suffering from this emotional pain, which is a feeling of distress. It's a feeling of anguish or suffering that came from non-physical sources, like headache or any other thing, or when we have a wound, that emotional feeling is not like those ones, but the sources are actually a kind of feeling that we only know. Nobody can see it enough, but we are the only one that know that we are actually in pain. And the emotional feeling can actually come from the feeling of lack. You can become pain when you think other people are enjoying you or not. When you think that you need something and you could not achieve it. Or when you feel that you have been deprived all the time. Or you feel that other people are happy, but you are not. All those kind of things that can actually make you to have feelings, to have things in your heart. Unfortunately, most of the time, you will not be able to explain what those pains are. You will not be able to explain the sources of those pains. As I've said, these are the things that which used to cause this pain. When you think that you are not cheated and you are so bad, when you feel that things that you need, you will not get them, and you are seeing other people using them and you will not achieve them. But we should also know that there is nobody in this life that has perfect everything. And you don't know whether you have ever had the concept of the 99% people. They ask people, who are these people that you call the 99%? There was a king who was very rich and very powerful, but every time he was always agitated. He was always in pain at heart because he believes some other people have something which he has not been able to get. And he called one of his ministers one day. As that minister was with him, to tell him that he was not happy. He was in pain. And he saw one of his messengers, one of his slaves passing, very happy and very joyous mood. he now told his minister, he said, see, that's my slave. I used to see him every time very happy, very joyous mood. The minister now told the king, let us join in the group of 99%. The king asked him, what is 99%? He said, just go and give him like $99 for argument purposes. Just put it at the entrance of his door and say that the king asked me to give you this $99. Just the king asked me to give you this money without the exact number, the amount that was given. And the slave opened the bucket, the basket where they put the money. He counted it and he saw 99. He was worried, he said, the king could have sent him 99. It must have been one bucket. He started checking land. He started asking whether anybody had sent the money. Up to the following morning, he was looking for the one that remained. In the morning, he was so agitated, restless, and he could not sleep. When he came back, and the minister was with the king, they said they should call that slave. And when he saw the slave was agitated, he was in pain, he could not sleep, his eyes were red, and he was very sad. The minister told the king and tell him to go. And when the slave left, the minister was smiling. He said, can you see that he's no more happy? He said, yes. He said, he has joined the group of 99%. I will explain what I mean by today. There are some signs that you know that you are among these 99% people. Because most of the time, you'll be very sad. Most of the time, you will not be happy. And one of the things that you'll be seeing is that you know that you are coming back from everybody. You just be noticing it, that you are not happy to be among people. And you will be feeling what I call the feeling of hopelessness, that as if you do not have hope, that every effort of yours is in vain. When you get 10,000 naira, it's not enough for you to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And you have what I call persistent sadness. And also, the one that gives you more hopelessness is when you see people around you that the thing you think you cannot afford, you see some of them holding it, and you become terribly sad. People around you, they will say you are not a good person, that you are not happy because of the friend that has gotten it, not knowing that you are not seeing that person. It is what you have that you are seeing, and it is the feeling that you don't have that is giving you pain at last. At the end of the day, you begin to have what I call poor self-care. You will be neglecting your health. You will be having headache. You will not know what to use. You will be hungry. You will not even think of food. And because you feel that you are in pain, and what will now follow, you become agitated. And when you become agitated, you become impatient in whatever you are doing. If you are talking, you want to say everything. If you are the one that used to involve with mic, by the time microphone is in your hand, complaint will continue, and you will not even know when to stop. When you are talking with your friends and your family, you go a little thing, you begin to talk, you begin to agitate. Nothing will want to stop you. You will not feel comfortable with anything. Nothing will be enough for you. You want to say it, you want to do it, you want to feel it, you want to experience it. Those are the things that will be coming in your life. Discover that you feel like having everything within the people of our life, and as you feel like fighting everybody. You feel like jumping from upstairs. You feel like you should have a group that will go and kill everybody. Those are the feelings, but which you will be having when you have emotional suffering. But let us ask ourselves, is God not aware of our problems at any point in time? Do you think that you are your own in this life? Do you think you are your own in this world? That you are the one who determines what comes to you and what goes out of you? Allah says, we all know it. وَلَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَالنَّقْصٍ مِنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنْفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ. Allah said that we will surely put you to rest by involving you in fear and in hunger, and by also reduction, don't forget, in your properties, in your life, in your armies, and give good tidings to those who remain steadfast. That is what the Blessed Allah is telling us. That the way He has created us, He has created us to test us all the time. In fact, when you are rich, your own test will be more than the test of the poor people. And when you are poor, your own test will be in accordance with what you are in need of. To us in Islam, when things like that are happening, we know it's from Almighty Allah. Because in Islam, trials and hard time is punishment for the unbelievers. And it is because Almighty Allah will be warning them. But for us Muslims, it is a way of clearing us of bad things which we have done in the past. If a Muslim is in pain, he should be happy and be grateful to Almighty Allah that Allah is helping him, that Almighty Allah is the one who owns everything and is the one who has guided him. If you now look at our country today, we discover that we are very challenged. And the most challenging things started from the increase in the petroleum products. Let me just give a comparison of about 2 or 3 countries. And I will only concentrate on Saudi Arabia. I do not know whether anybody has gone to Saudi Arabia in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Do you ask how much is per liter of petrol in that country? Saudi has more petrol than us. I ask consciously because I know I talk a lot. And I don't want people to say what you are saying, where did you get it? I went to a petrol station. I even snapped the price and it is 2 riyal 33 halala. And 1 riyal as of today is 415 naira. Divide 2 riyal and 33 halala and you know the price. It means the prices of petrol in Saudi Arabia as of today is 955 naira per liter. Don't they have fuel more than us? Why have they not gone there to kill themselves? Have you been to Dubai or UAE? Today it's about the money of UAE is about 2.75 riyal in Dubai too. That is the price. And almost like 200 naira above the liter of petroleum in Nigeria. And also, if that is the case, why is it that other people in other countries are not killing themselves? Why are they referring to Almighty Allah? Why are they taking him to Almighty Allah? And we want to deceive ourselves, thinking that the power is in our hands, not knowing that the power is also in the hand of Almighty Allah. Do you know that our problem and the solution in Nigeria has been clearly stated even by Almighty Allah himself? Allah says, وضرب الله مثلا قرية كانت آمنة مطمئنة يأتيها رزقها رغدا من كل مكان فذاق الله لباس الجوع والخوف بما كانوا يصنعون. Allah says that He's giving an example of a particular country, and I want us to listen carefully. That He's giving us an example of a particular country that which was safe and secure. It is His provision are coming from every angle in abundance, from every location. But it denied the favor of Allah. So Allah made it the taste, the development of hunger and fear for that which they have done. Let me ask each and every one of us, how many of us just today alone can swear that He has not sinned against Almighty Allah? Let us forget about those who are in the position of authority. Let us think of those of us who are not in that position of authority that we are thinking of, that we are thinking of. How many of us have said that while he is praying, he has prayed correctly, that you have not had any bad thing towards somebody around you, or you have not done anything wrong for Almighty Allah? I'm only talking of today. Now imagine the day we are involved. Now imagine the way you are getting all the money which you are getting. Now imagine the position where you are, how you got there. Now imagine everything you are eating, where you got there. Now imagine the house which you have built, the number of people that you have cheated before you get there. Now imagine what you have seen, that people are no more, who are crying because of what they hear from you. Imagine the position where you are, the people that you have cheated, the people you have removed things that they belong to them. Do not forget, none of it will go unnoticed. Do not forget, none of it will go unrewarded, either positive or negative. And also, let me also take one concept in Islam, the concept of amana. How many of us have been sincere there are mothers that have been placed on us, either in our home, either in our places of work, either on the road, either among our friends, either among our family, especially our mothers in your homes. Have you been upholding their manners that Almighty Allah has given to you? Allah has promised that Allah the person of you for the help in mankind that what you are done, Allah will cover you with the cloth of pain, hunger, and fear. Incidentally, Allah is a merciful God. He said it's okay, we only cover it. It's not going to remove what we have done. But Allah has given us a way. Allah said, كما تقلب الذين من قبلهم ولا يمكنن لكم دينكم الذي ارتدى لكم ولا يبدلنهم بعد خوفهم امنا يعبدونني لا يشركون به شيئا ومن كفر بعد ذلك فبذلك هم الفاسقون. Allah said that He has promised those who have believed among you and those who are doing righteousness deeds that they will surely He will grant them authority and control upon the earth, just as He has granted to those before them, and that He will surely establish for them therein their religion which He has prepared for them, that He will surely substitute for them after their fear security, for they worship Me and they didn't associate any partner with Me. But whoever disbelieves after this, then those are the disobedient ones. What Allah has just told us, that we still have the opportunity of taking over our life and be the one that will be in charge of everything. That we will still be happy throughout all our time. Only on two things. One, sincere belief in Almighty Allah. And two, good work. We should search ourselves where we are not doing right from the leaders to the left. That we should continue to be doing good. And also, we should understand the difference between accomplishment and success. In Islam, success is not having everything. All those things are accomplishment. But success is something that you have, that Allah has given to you and is pleasing to you from Almighty Allah. That is success. And you use it for the positive nature for other human beings and to Almighty Allah. To us in Islam, that is success. If you have money, if you have power, if you have strength that is not being useful to God, that is just an achievement. It is not a success for us in Islam. The greatest success to us, it is the fear of Allah that you have. The consciousness of the business of me that you are able to continue with all the time. Forget about the money which you have, it can never be enough for you. Forget about the power you have, it is temporary. Forget about the strength you are working. There is no way you will not regret it. The only thing you will be happy with, it is relationship between you and your God. And to us who are here, I want us to understand that the side of people they are now complaining, and the next thing they want to do is to go and protest. As a Muslim, I want you to know that if you do this, you are telling Almighty Allah that you are more intelligent than God, and you are the one who can decide, and whatever you want is what will happen. So God does not have power in your life. If you are a Muslim, the only thing is that Quran says that it is after pain that you get solution. And Allah continues to say, that when you are in pain, all other things, every other thing, hand it over to Allah. Do not be part of those who are ignorant or who are kafir to Almighty Allah. Do not join any party that will cause more problem for us. Go and ask countries that have protested what are the things that are brought from Libya. I do not know whether any of us have been to Libya recently. When you see them, you will cry for themselves. You will cry for them. Is that the kind of situation you want us to live now? Have you been to Sudan recently or know what is happening? Wallahi, you will cry. I was with a young man yesterday. He's about 35 years old. He was complaining that he is not poor, that he doesn't have money, he doesn't have anything. He now said bank sends the result of what they used to send and what I can't say. I do not know. Is the result of what you do every month, the money you spend every month. He said when it was sent to me, he said he was shocked that where did he get this money? That it was more than 400,000 that he sending to him every week as a kind of account balance of money. And he now said that he never knew he had such a money. I said, can you imagine if there is a war that you will not even attempt to get one naira, that you are begging to eat? He said, God forbid. Then all of it. I think we should say God forbid. That we should not allow things that will destroy us. You will not appreciate what you have until you do not have that thing again. It is then you will know that God is not from your local government. I will also advise that now that we are challenged, we should continue to pray and we should continue to check what we are doing. And we are actually doing the right thing with Almighty Allah. We pray Almighty Allah in His infinite mercy to continue to bless all of us and to open way for us so that we can open our brain. We will be so that we can come out of poverty. Many of us were not poor. It is just poverty of intelligence. We do not decide. We do not reason well what are the other sources where we can make it, that we are right. One of the greatest things that we do to show that we are Muslims today is what you have had. Convince your friends, convince your family, and convince the people that you work with that this kind of crisis can never do anybody any good. The only thing that we will do is for us to take what we are doing and we do better than what we are doing. Inshallah, this one will not be the end of this topic. By the special grace of Allah, we will continue some other time. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. Allah command justice, do not put us in God to keep appealing for people to receive justice and then we encourage you that you may receive our ربنا إنك توفنا وإليك نبنا وإليك المصير. ربنا افتح علينا وبين قومنا بالحق والرشد. ربنا ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.